City volunteers distribute debit cards to fire-affected residents in Idyllwild, California. Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital inaugurates its long-term care department, providing care to seniors. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Idyllwild in Southern California is a famous vacation spot. Unfortunately, a forest fire has turned the paradise into ruins. Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters has immediately launched an aid distribution there.
Idyllwild was known for its green forests, but within half a month, wildfires have destroyed about 13,000 acres of land. From this bird-eye view, it looks like the surface of the moon.
This is the second time we've lost our house in just 9 months. Replacing everything, and then this really big fire happened, and we lost the whole house.
Volunteers from Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters distributed prepaid debit cards, blankets, and cleaning kits to affected residents after a week of disaster assessment.
Dear friend, from the moment we learned of your hardship, our hearts have been with you. It's given us a giant hug, like you care. And so thank you so much, because I think a lot of people don't know what to do when they see the devastation, but with your organization, you actually know what to do, you do it well, and you show that you care.
I'm so sorry and lost, then we get it better, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Volunteers offer immediate assistance and genuine care, hoping to shed light on affected residents' sorrow and heal their heart.
Tzu Chi collaborated with the Indonesian military to hold a free eye clinic in West Java. While providing medical services, they came across some cataract patients who needed assistance. 1 month later, Tzu Chi offered free cataract surgeries to these patients, restoring their vision.
"86-year-old Kukusaro's wife passed away, but he still has children and grandchildren to accompany him. He suffers from cataracts and lives with his granddaughter.
Since I was young, even after I got married, I've been living with my grandfather. I do not live with my parents. I feel that my grandparents are like my own parents."
In order to take care of her grandfather, Irma chose to work from home.
It was not sensible when I was young. I never expressed gratitude to my grandparents. I'm very thankful to them for taking care of me since childhood.
Having a family history of cataracts, Saro's oldest daughter, who got married and has children, also suffers from poor vision.
I can't see clearly. It's like my eyes have been covered with smoke. After having a checkup, I was diagnosed with cataracts. Back then I was very worried, and I did not know what to do. Thankfully, my daughter is willing to care for me.
Having to face the deterioration of her vision is difficult for her to let go of worries. In July of this year, Tzu Chi held a free eye clinic. 1 month later, they provided free cataract surgeries. Being able to see clearly again, the patients showed happiness on their faces.
I have regained my vision. I feel very happy and blessed.
The long-awaited wish has finally come true. Thank God for your blessings. Thank everyone.
The Tzu Chi Free Clinic has turned every patient's sadness into joy.
In the Philippines, many students of the Sisters of Mary Girls Town have myopia. However, they cannot afford to buy glasses. After Team My Philippines came to the school to check the children's eyes 2 months ago, they recently came again to give them prescription glasses.
In each glasses case, the volunteers put in a piece of lens cloth. Team My Philippines distributed glasses to the impoverished students of the Sisters of Mary Girls Town. All of the students couldn't hide their excitement.
Eyeglasses is really that expensive, no? And then usually galing po sila sa mahihirap na pamilya. Here in the Sisters of Mary, with the help of Tzu Chi Foundation, they were given this opportunity to be aided with their eye problem, and in that way, they can. I now believe that they can really do well in their studies.
The girls are high school aged, which beauty is a big factor at this stage. So wearing a pair of glasses may make them feel less beautiful. However, they really much prefer the feeling of being able to see clearly again.
I couldn't see clearly in class before, as I could not see the words that the teachers wrote on the blackboard. So the notes I took were not very clear. With this pair of glasses now, I have found back my motivation for learning, since I can see the words on the blackboard clearly, and I can also see the beautiful world God has created.
Sobrang ganda po talaga na bigay ni God sa akin.
After putting on their own glasses, the girls sang some songs to express their gratitude. They also made a big card to thank the volunteers and eye doctors for their help. This love will continue to spread to other schools in need.
In Malaysia, heavy rains have flooded an elementary school in Batu Pahat. City volunteers overcame all the difficulties to rush to the school and help with the cleanup efforts. Hours of heavy rain has flooded parts of Batu Pahat. Yangchang Elementary School, which gets flooded whenever it rains, is also flooded. The rapid water has even ruined the iron gates. Fortunately, the students did not attend class on this day, or else the consequence would be unthinkable. As it is urgent to clean up the school, the principal has first thought of Tzu Chi volunteers who came to help with post-flood cleanup efforts 5 years ago.
The principal has said that we must clean up the place before the water has receded. If we wait till the place has dried up, it would be difficult for us to clean up.
Although the traffic is congested, the volunteers still overcome all the difficulties to come here.
I returned home after conducting home visits. I then rushed here after changing my pants.
Volunteer En Ching Han, who underwent dialysis this day, also came to help out. After sweeping the dirty water, the volunteers also flush out the mud on the fallen chairs. The parents and school board members who live nearby also came to help out.
We've cleaned up 2 cafeterias, badminton hall, and the auditorium.
From 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., 36 volunteers helped clean up 11 classrooms and a hallway. They've saved the school much work and helped the students resume their classes as soon as possible. Tzu Chi University donated 250 classroom desks and chairs to Fengling train station in Hualien. The train station captain and his staff took 3 months to refurbish these recycled resources. Now they can provide the passengers a friendlier environment to wait for trains.
The platform of Fengling train station is decorated with Hakka-style flower plants, and everyone praises the comfort of these wooden chairs.
The chairs in the past were not comfortable, and this one feels much better. It's larger and not too small.
It's made of wood, so the seat won't get hot. Normally, plastic chairs on the platform get very hot.
These chairs were old classroom chairs that were about to be disposed of. Train station staff took 3 months to make over these chairs, hoping to provide seniors in town a cozy space to wait for the train.
Most residents in Fengling are seniors, and many of them have mobility issues, so it's difficult for them to wait for the train if they had to stand. All of our staff at the train station worked diligently to make these new chairs and place them on the platform.
Tzu Chi University donated the original chairs. This connection they made with Fengling train station has helped to extend the life of recycled resources.
If we don't use these recycled items, they will be thrown away eventually. So we hope to donate them to organizations in need.
Fengling is also known for being the birthplace of many school principals. These school chairs have highlighted the town's emphasis on education and have made the train station a tourist site.
Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital has joined the government's long-term care 2.0 scheme, and its long-term care department has recently inaugurated. In addition, the hospital has worked with TIMA and Tzu Chi's charity mission to provide more well-rounded services to the senior citizens. Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital has been dedicated to caring for the elderly population. After much preparation starting in 2017, the hospital's long-term care services department has inaugurated. Combining medical services and social welfare, the hospital will join others in providing long-term care to the 520,000 senior citizens in New Taipei City.
We hope that by providing medical services and promoting wellness habits, the seniors not only maintain good health, but can also improve their conditions so that they can take care of themselves.
I hope we are setting an example by integrating medical services in social welfare. We hope this example can be followed by others in New Taipei City and even in the entire country.
Implementing the government's long-term care 2.0 scheme, Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital has established community service centers in Category A and complex service centers in Category B, providing medical services at home as well as home care. Currently, it has set up 5 care stations in Xindian, Shuanghe, Banqiao, Sanchong, and Luzhou. Besides providing care, transportation services, respite services, and improving the accessibilities at home, the hospital also works with TIMA and Tzu Chi's charity mission to provide more assistance to the underprivileged.
We will assess his needs for social resources. Then our charity mission can be carried out as Tzu Chi volunteers will pay them visits. I think most importantly, they provide love and care.
Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital will continue to work with TIMA and community volunteers to provide medical services and support to the elderly population in New Taipei City. As Taiwan officially entered an age society, Tzu Chi Foundation has established community care stations for seniors at 5 Jingsi halls in northern Taiwan. Among them, the Shuanghe Jingsi Hall has been holding classes for seniors on Wednesdays for 3 years. Moving forward and turning right, some of the senior citizens are confused by the moves. Although the moves are simple, they also test people's sense of direction. Sitting on a gym ball, this grandmother is stomping while passing the ball from one hand to the other hand. Ms. Zhou is supporting her 78-year-old mother. 2 years ago, her family found that Grandmother Zhou had suffered from dementia for more than 10 years.
A year ago, I discovered that she was becoming isolated. She was not willing to make friends or talk. She'd walk aimlessly for a day. She walked till the afternoon and then return home.
The teacher saw me. I know how to twist and dance.
After Grandmother Zhou participated in a class for seniors held at the Shuanghe Jingsi Hall, her daughter has witnessed her improvement.
The Tzu Chi sisters are full of love and will interact with her, making her really happy. Before Wednesday arrives, she will say, I want to go at certain time tomorrow. I feel really happy hearing that.
Since we've aged, we fear that we might fall. Therefore, in every class, we teach moves that build up balance and prevent falls. There are also moves that build up muscle endurance.
In addition to the exercise classes offered, there are also health consultation provided by TIMA members. From these well-rounded services, the senior citizens can feel warm and revitalized. The third Saturday of September marks World Marrow Donor Day. To invite more people to sign up as potential stem cell donor, Buddhist Tzu Chi Stem Cell Center has held a special concert in Taichung. This special concert, which praises life, begins with the beautiful songs performed by the Tzu Chi Community Chorus in Fengyuan. A microfilm about a grandson who's in need of a stem cell transplant helps the audience understand the process and preciousness of stem cell donation.
The donors practice great love and donate their stem cells to help the patients with blood diseases. This is a special day. Let's all support the cause together.
A stem cells donor, Ms. Yuan, who lost her father and sister to an illness and a drowning accident, has realized that life is impermanent and we should seize the opportunity to give of ourselves.
I do not feel that I'm helping a stranger. Instead, I feel that I'm seizing the opportunity to help my family, including my father and sister.
Stem cells transplant recipient Mr. Xu now cherishes his second chance at life, which is hard to come by.
After the transplant, my blood type changed from O to B. I now volunteer on Fridays. I would tell little B, let's go volunteer together.
Stem cells donation is a way to save lives without harming oneself. With the will to help patients with blood diseases, both the stem cells donors and people who promote stem cells donation have created a ripple effect of great love. In some areas of Pangu, there are no clinics and patients have difficulty seeking medical attention. For this reason, TIMA regularly visits these remote locations to take care of those in need.
The 95-year-old grandfather suffers from heart disease, kidney disease, and high blood pressure. He is quite old and sick and still lives alone in the Pangu countryside. He recalls the time he had a heart attack and was brought back to life.
After diagnosis by a doctor, he said I was having some blockage and suggested I fly over here or take a helicopter for immediate treatment. There was no way to treat me in Pangu.
This grandfather wasn't feeling well and seeking medical care is quite difficult. Actually, the ratio of elderly in Huxi is over 17%. In other words, more than 2,700 elderly people here need medical services.
Medical equipment in Pangu isn't like the rest of Taiwan, where there are so many hospitals. There aren't as many physicians as they aren't willing to come to Pangu to serve.
Feeling that there's a shortage of doctors in Pangu, Dr. Xiao, who lives in Taipei, has begun coming to Pangu every Monday to Thursday. On weekends, he returns to his family in Taiwan.
When I first came to Pangu, there was a lack of orthopedic doctors. There are many elderly patients here who have constant pain.
Rather than rushing back to Taiwan, Dr. Xiao felt it hard to leave the villagers of Pangu.
Dharma Master Zheng Yan said that we should rush to do good deeds when we are still healthy.
Mr. Tsai's feet once became infected with bacteria and swelled badly, requiring critical medical checks.
At that time, it was cellulitis, and now he seems to have turned darker. It's quite dry, but there is no inflammation. Caring for Mr. Tsai doesn't only involve medical care, as it also involves psychological counseling.
If my son wants to go to the hospital, I have to call an ambulance.
TIMA is able to provide both Western and traditional Chinese medicine with the goal of treating everyone.
There are more vulnerable people here in Pangu, especially in the remote areas. If you go to their home for a visit, you can learn more about their living environment.
When Mr. Lin wants to talk, he has to rely on his wife to hold his tracheotomy before he can make a sound.
A husband and wife share a life together, but I depend upon my wife to care for me.
什么事情让我苦？何事让我快乐？
When he's depressed, he watches DaAi TV and Master Zheng Yan's teachings. Yes, we watch it together. Sometimes when he's in a bad mood, it helps. Otherwise, he'll just complain about being bedridden.
Actually, when I go to see patients rather than them coming to see me, there is quite a difference. I can really feel touched by them and their story. It's much different than what a healthy person feels.
This doctor is experiencing the suffering of patients on these home visits, and later he returns to his clinic. His fellow medical classmates mostly stayed in Taiwan, though he decided to stay in Pangu and offer free TCM medicine for patients.
Many elderly people living alone may feel quite bored, and bringing this medicine to them during the free clinic may help them.
Pangu consists of nearly 90 islands, including 19 inhabited islands. In addition to a major city and 3 townships on Pangu, 3 bridges form a common living circle. The other 15 small islands lack access to resources, as doctors will regularly visit these small islands. Pangu has many islands, and doctors have to cross the sea to visit these patients. Hua Island is the westernmost island of Pangu. There are no clinics in the area. More than 100 people live here. They must take a boat to see a doctor. It's very inconvenient, but the small island has not been forgotten.
I go to Yuanbei Island, Jiangjun Island, and Hua Island when Tzu Chi does a free clinic. It's a good chance to visit these remote areas. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this opportunity, as Tzu Chi gives me this chance.
Under the blue sky and white clouds, this medical team braves the wind and waves to cross the ocean to treat patients in need.
To promote the idea of cherishing food resources, many nonprofit organizations collaborated with supermarkets to deliver leftover food and other unsold goods to impoverished families. Within half a year, they've already saved about 160,000 kilograms of food.
Some charity organizations have collected leftover food from supermarkets to give to impoverished families. For example, leftover bread from bakeries can be given to the needy instead of letting it go to waste.
We distributed this bread to elementary schools in the district, sometimes 10 to 20 pieces, and sometimes about 2 to 3 boxes. We've estimated that we've sent out about 2.5 to 3 tons.
Children and adults are cutting a variety of fruits together. There are unsold vegetables and fruits due to its appearance, and an organization hosted workshops to teach people how to turn them into delicious dishes.
We thought that we should make good use of the venue, so we hosted an event to promote the concept of cherishing food resources and how to use these leftover veggies and fruits to make different cuisines.
These charity organizations have also worked with supermarkets and have decreased food waste by 160,000 kilograms within half a year. The act not only helped people in need, but has saved the Earth's resources.
Tzu Chi Taipei chapter has begun to hold its monthly aid distributions at the新店 Hall. Besides providing free clinics and haircuts, the volunteers also provided care recipients hot meals at the distribution venue. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.